Coworkers who intimidate, harass, or take advantage of you. No, this doesn't happen. Not in our world. But unfortunately, it does. And an officer that I know just asked me about this topic, and that is why I'm doing this video. They were saying that they're being taken advantage of by relieving a person for lunch, and that person comes back to post 25 minutes late, cutting their lunch short, where they barely have time to run, eat a sandwich, and get back to their post that they need to go to next. Now, we all know this has happened, and I'll tell you what, you have to put a stop to it. When you have sort of a bully or a coworker that wants to take advantage of you, they're going to test you out. When you relieve them, they call you and say, hey, can you relieve me for lunch? I know you're going to lunch pretty soon. Can you relieve me for lunch? And then you go to lunch and you say yes, and you go down, you relieve them for lunch, and they cut way into your lunchtime. And they act like nothing of it. I'm back. You can go now. Thanks. Have a good day. And you're sitting there looking at them like, are you kidding me? Well, say something. Don't just walk away and let them do that to you. Because if you don't say anything, it will continue and continue, and they'll need more than just a lunch break. They'll need a cigarette break. They'll need a bathroom break, and those bathroom and cigarette breaks will turn into 30 minutes. And then you're going to get in trouble for not being back at your post on time, and they don't care. This type of employee needs to be shut down quickly by you, not by a supervisor. You say, hey, I'm not relieving you anymore until you tell me that you're going to be back on time and quit lollygagging around and cutting me short on my breaks, cutting me short on my lunch break. You've got to stop them. Now, if they don't stop, if it continues, you're probably going to have to go to the sergeant and say, hey, look, I give breaks. I don't mind giving breaks. We all have to work together. We all have to work as a team. I know we have to give breaks, but listen, I'm sick and tired of losing half of my lunchtime that I'm given because this person takes their lunch and half of mine to go do errands or run down to the store or do whatever, if your facility allows you to go outside. A lot of facilities will allow you to leave and some won't. Some will go to the gym during their lunch period, which is great, but they'll take 20 minutes extra. They need to take just what they're given for lunch and not any more. If you cannot fix it person to person with this officer, then it is time for a sergeant to step in. I've seen it done over and over in the state, in the county. Somebody needs to step in to take care of it, though. But if you keep your mouth shut, it's going to continue to happen to you and other people. Unfortunately, there are sometimes bullies who will look for an officer that is nice, non-argumentative, and does not say much about it, and they will just take full advantage of you. Just don't let it happen. It's going to be a very short video today. I think probably some of you will appreciate that, but the topic doesn't need to be beaten to death. Any officer that tries to bully you, harass you, or take advantage of you, put it to a stop. Do not allow it to happen. One other example is trying to push their work off on you. You go to a scene, to an incident, you take care of it. They're the first ones on the scene, but they're not good at report writing. So they throw everything on you. You got the report, you got this, you got that. And they walk away. They maybe just do a short little incident report, but you have to do the full report. tell them, no, you're the first one on the scene. I'll do a supplemental report. You're responsible for the full report. Because what happens is sometimes these folks that try to take advantage of you, they're not good report writers, or they have trouble writing reports. Well, the only way they're going to learn to write a report is to not keep throwing it off on other people or take advantage of other people. They need to write the reports. And that way they'll learn, and they'll gain confidence, and they'll start writing their own reports. So if you have people, now I know this has happened, I know, because I've been in the system long enough to have seen it. Somebody is scared of report writing and they just throw it off on you all the time, and you do it for them. Well, you're not helping them by doing that. You have to start telling them to write their own report. And if it becomes a problem, you might have to tell the sergeant. Don't need to go any higher. Tell the sergeant. If your sergeant's a good sergeant, they'll take care of it privately with the officer and help them to step up on their report writing. Just a couple of examples, relieving somebody, being taken advantage of, or always getting their work thrown at you. So now you have to do all your work in your dorm or in your pod, plus their work. Don't let it happen. Let everybody work as a team, and let's teach everybody how to do their own work, and let's don't take advantage of anybody. Just a short message today. Thanks a lot, Gary York, True Prison Stories.